Hello everyone. In this part 9 of applications and derivatives, I'll explain you about the concept of maxima and minima. So let's start with the maxima and minima. For any function, if we will consider about its given domain, then always remember this thing. There are two types of maxima and minima. One maxima and minima if we will find out the maximum value of the function in its entire domain, then it is known as absolute or global maxima and minima. And another type of maxima and minima, if in a given function we will find out the maximum and minimum value in its neighborhood, not in its entire domain. Neighborhood means, suppose this is the graph and this is the point, and if in its neighborhood little bit less than and little bit more than, we will finding any point if either it is getting maximum value or minimum value, then it is known as the local or relative maxima and minima. So there are two types of maxima and minima. If we will get the maximum value in entire domain of a given function, then it is known as absolute or global maxima and minima. And if we will find out the maximum and minimum value in its neighborhood, then the maxima or minima is known as the relative or local maxima and minima. This is the graph. In this graph, we are observing in its entire domain, this is the maximum value. Look at this thing, this is also, but this is the maximum value in its entire domain. So this is the global maximum, or you can say absolute maximum. In the same way, in lowest part, this is the minimum value in its entire domain. So this is known as the global minimum or absolute minimum. We are observing this is also the maximum value in its neighborhood. It means if you will consider any point less than or any point greater than for this point, and this is little bit, then this point is known as the local maximum or relative maximum. And in the less part, this is also the point in its neighborhood. That's why this is known as the local minimum or relative minimum. Another thing, always remember that at the end point, we will never get local maximum and local minimum. Because at end point, look at this thing, for this point, for less than, we have the point, but at more than condition, we don't have its neighborhood. Because of this situation, at end points, it always prevent to get the local maximum and local minimum. Now, there are two rules. On the basis of these rules, we will find out the absolute maximum and absolute minimum if there exist by simple method. It means without using the first derivative or without using the derivatives. It means बिना derivatives के यूज किए हम absolute maximum and minimum कैसे find out करते हैं. Today we will learn this concept also. So what are the rules? Rules is this thing: let f be a function defined on an interval I, then a maximum value in I if there exists a c belongs to I such that fc is greater than and equals to fx. Then in this case, the number fc is called the maximum value and c point is called the point of maximum. In the same way, if c belongs to I and if there exists a such condition fc less than and equals to fx, in this case fc is known as the minimum value at point C, and C is called the point of minimum value. Next point, an extreme value in I. What is the meaning of extreme value? If there exists a point C belongs to I such that Fc is either a maximum or a minimum value of F in I. It means हमें या तो वहां बिल्कुल मैक्सिमम वैल्यू मिल रही है, मिनिमम मिल ही नहीं रही है, या मिनिमम मिल रही है, मैक्सिमम ही नहीं मिल रही है, then it is known as the extreme value of F in I. So on the basis of this explanation, look at this thing. Without using derivatives, find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum values if any of fx is equals to modulus of x on the following intervals. So look at this thing. How will we do? These questions are very important for 1 marks. Now look at this thing. Suppose in first question we are doing this a part. Now for function is modulus of x. First part is on real number. We know x greater than and equals to greater than minus infinity and less than infinity for number line. Now modulus of x means greater than and equals to 0 and less than infinity. It means fx greater than and equals to 0 and less than infinity. It means if we will consider this is fc. So look at this thing. What is this fc? Fc less than and equals to fx. So we can say here absolute minimum value is, what is absolute minimum? 0, and absolute maximum does not exist. Absolute maximum does not exist. Look at this thing. If we have the situation like that, it is not the sign of equality, then that either maximum or absolute minimum does not exist. So here fc less than and equals to fx, that's why absolute maximum is 0, and here absolute minimum is 0 and absolute maximum does not exist. Now look at this thing. Second part. To do this second part, we have x greater than and equals to minus 5 and less than 3. It is given. Now look at this thing. Modulus of x. अब देखिए modulus of x कैसे निकलता है. अगर हमने ये नंबर लाइन ली, this is minus 5, this is 3. Now minus 5 to 3. Look at this thing. मॉडुलस में जो भी वैल्यू होगी वो ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल्स टू तो क्या हो जाएगी? 0. इट मींस ग्रेटर देन एंड इक्वल्स टू 0. एंड बिकॉज दिस इज minus 5 to 3, इट मींस मॉडुलस ऑफ मैक्सिमम क्या आएगा? 5 आएगा. इट मींस दिस इज लेस देन दिस इज greater than and equals to 0 and less than 5. So this is the part. एक तो हमारे पास क्या हुआ? ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल्स टू क्या आया? 0 आया. और बिकॉज ऑफ -5 के कारण क्या होगा? ये इक्वल्स टू भी आएगा. बिकॉज -5 का मॉडुलस क्या होता है? 5 होता है. Therefore, here on the basis of this definition, we can say absolute minimum. What is the absolute minimum here? Absolute minimum is 0 and absolute maximum. What is the absolute maximum here? Absolute maximum is 5. Because here we are getting fc greater than and equals to fx. Because function is modulus of x. Now, this is the second question. In second question, we have this part, a part, fx is equals to modulus of 2x plus 3 on -7 -2. Now look at this thing. How will we make? First of all, we have to check on this part. Now, to do this part, how will we do? Look at this thing. Here we have x greater than and equals to -7, less than and equals to -2. Now we have 2x, so multiply by 2 both sides. It means -14, and this is -4. Now we have to add 3 both side. It means adding 3 both side. But this become minus 11 and minus 1. Now modulus of 2x plus 3. How will we get? Look at this in number line. minus 1 and minus 11. तो minus 1 से greater है और कितना है? minus 11 से क्या है? less है. It means this is greater than and equals to 1 and less than and equals to 11. So here absolute minimum value is 1 and absolute maximum value is 11. So this is the way to do this type of question. Same thing, look at this thing for B part. We have fx is equals to 4 minus x, modulus of 4 minus x minus 2 on x belongs to minus 2 to 5. So first of all, you will say for solution, we have x greater than and equals to minus 2, less than and equals to 5. Now minus x, it means what this become? Minus 2 and this is 5. It implies that you can say minus x greater than and equals to, look at this thing, we have to multiply minus both sides, so this become 2 and this is minus 5. So this is greater than and equals to minus 5 and less than and equals to 2. Now we have to add 4 both sides. It means once we will add 4 both sides, it means 4 minus x. So what this become? Greater than and equals to minus 1 and what this become? 6 only, because we are adding 4 both sides. Now first of all, modulus of 4 minus x, what this become? Minus 1 to 6. It means greater than and equals to 0 and less than and equals to 6. Now modulus of 4 minus x, we have minus 2, so subtract 2 both sides. 0 minus 2 and 6 minus 2, but this become 4. So absolute minimum value is minus 2 and absolute maximum value is, what is this? 4. So this is the way to do this type of questions. You have to do the practice for other questions. Don't forget to give the answer of this question in comment box. Thanks and God bless you.